Hello everyone, welcome to KM. If you ever use ChatGPT, you have probably wondered what actually happens after you type a prompt and press enter. Does ChatGPT search Google? Does it think like a human, or does it already know every answer? The truth is much more interesting. In this video, I am going to explain how ChatGPT works from start to finish using simple diagrams or maybe videos. Even if you never studied AI before, by the end of this video, you will understand at least the complete flow from your prompt all the way to the generated response. So let's get started. Before we deep dive into the details, let's first look at the entire process. Every conversation with ChatGPT follows the same pipeline. First, the user types a prompt, then that prompt is broken into smaller pieces called tokens, and those tokens are converted into vectors using embeddings. These vectors are processed by a transformer model. The transformer predicts the next token, then it repeats this prediction again and again until the response is complete. That's it. Everything ChatGPT does is based on repeatedly predicting the next tokens. Okay, now let's understand every step individually. Now everything starts with a prompt. You type a sentence just like you would while chatting with another person. Suppose how are you, or whatever the sentence you can mention it. What is your name? What are you doing? Like this kind of things you can ask. Right. So but here's something important. ChatGPT does not understand English the way humans do. It cannot directly process words. Computer only understand numbers. Remember it. So before anything else happens, your text must be converted into numbers. That brings us to the next step. This step is called tokenization. Instead of reading an entire sentence, ChatGPT breaks into small units called tokens. A token is not always a complete word. Sometimes it's a full word, or you can say sometimes it's a part of word, sometimes it's a punctuation. Even species can influence tokenization depending on the tokenizer. For example, let's take word explain. It can become a numerical token ID. Suppose let's take another word machine. Okay, becomes another token ID. And now let's take learning. Learning becomes another token ID. Okay, these numbers don't have meaning by themselves. They are simply identifiers. Correct. Now once we have numbers, but numbers alone does not capture meaning. Correct. This is where embeddings comes in. Every token is converted into a high dimension vector. You can think of a vector as a mathematical representation of a meaning just. So words with similar meanings end up close together. For example, let's take dog and puppy. We can make it closer. Correct. Dog and car. These embeddings. Suppose let's take dog and cat. These are not making sense. Correct. So we can't take this. So these embeddings allows the model to understand relationship between words mathematically. Now comes the most important component, that transformer. This is the brain of the ChatGPT. The transformer does not simply read one word at a time. Instead, it looks at the entire context. It understands how words relate to one another. Inside the transformer, there are many layers. Even every layer gradually improves the model's understanding of your sentence. Each layer contains mechanisms like self-attention, feed-forward networks. Don't worry if this sounds unfamiliar. We'll dedicate an entire video to understanding how self-attention works. Now let's talk about token prediction. Once the transformer has processed the prompt, it predicts the next token. Let's take a simple example. Suppose the prompt is the capital of France is. Okay. Now the model assigns the probabilities to all possible next tokens. Paris might receive a probability of 95%, London might receive a 2%, Berlin may receive a 1%. Based on these probabilities, the model chooses the next token. Usually it selects the most likely one. Also, the different sampling strategies can make response more creative. That's how the next word is generated. Now, understand, this ChatGPT does not stop after generating one word. Once Paris has been generated, the sentence becomes the capital of France is Paris. Now the model predicts the next token, then the next, then the next. Like this way, this continues until the response is completed. So ChatGPT generates response one token at a time, not one sentence at a time, not one paragraph at a time. Now let's talk about some common misconceptions. Let's clear a few common misconceptions first. ChatGPT does not search internet every time you ask a question. Correct. In this In the second misconception, I can say it does not copy the answer from websites. Third, it does not think like a human brain. Instead, it predicts the next token based on patterns learned during training. Understand this one idea helps explain both the strengths and the limitation of our LLM models. Let's review everything what we have learned from this video or what we have understand from this video. You type a prompt, the prompt is tokenized, token becomes embeddings, embeddings are processed by the transformers. The transformers predicts the next token, that token is added to the sequence. This process repeats until the response is complete. That's how ChatGPT works. So, the next time you ask ChatGPT a question, remember that is not writing the entire answer at once. It's generating one token after another using the context built from everything you have already typed and everything it has already generated. The simple idea power one of the most influential AI technologies in the world today. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. In the next episode, we will explore the transformer architecture in the detail and understand how cell potentials allows the model to focus on the most relevant parts of your prompt. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.